And that breaking news in Karmelo Anthony's appeal hearing, a judge granted his lawyer's request to replace his trial judge. Now, a new judge will proceed over Anthony's appeals. Thank you for being with us this midday. I'm Kara Sewell. WFAA has followed this case since the very beginning. And our Jobin Pennicker was inside the Collin County Courthouse when a judge granted that recusal. So, Jobin, what does today's decision mean for a new trial?
Well, it means Judge Roach will not be sitting on the bench when we have tomorrow's hearing. Now, after that news was mentioned, there were people clapping, there were people cheering outside of the courthouse, outside of the courtroom as well. Today's hearing lasted only about an hour and 20 minutes. We did not expect it to take the full day. Judge Sid Harrell ruled to recuse Judge Roach, not based on any judicial canons or violations of conduct or misconduct, but rather whether an outside person could think the judge could be fair and impartial. And just to understand what all that means, I've got Todd Shapiro here, longtime defense attorney. Can you tell us what the distinction is?
Sure. So the judge granted the motion to recuse, but he narrowly tailored his decision, for the record, saying exactly what you just said. It wasn't because of anything necessarily that Judge Roach did that was impermissible in the trial. It was more an idea that giving the interview after the fact made an outsider or a reasonable third party look at the process and think it could have been not as fair and impartial as the law requires. So I would say, out of abundance of caution, the judge did recuse Judge Roach, which is a victory for the Karmelo supporters. There's no doubt that they're happy, because technically that's probably the first victory they've had in this case since it started. But it doesn't really change the landscape of what's next, because what's next is whoever gets appointed to now step into the shoes of Judge Roach will have to listen to evidence and testimony in the next couple days in the motion for new trial to be able to determine whether or not they've met the standard of proving that they, in fact, did not get a fair trial the first time around and it should be entitled to a new trial.
Karmelo Anthony was in court today. He was in a green jumpsuit.
Which is not unusual. That's when anytime anybody's in custody, that's what they wear unless they're in front of a jury.
And he was handcuffed?
He was.
And
that's normal.
The defense attorney raised something.
Asked for him to be unshackled for the hearing, and the judge allowed it.
Okay. What's next? Administrative judge gets to appoint the next judge?
From what I've been told, yes. The hearing's set for tomorrow morning, the motion for new trial. I would believe that the new judge that's going to get appointed probably already knew that was a possibility to be ready. And so I would assume tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. when the hearing starts, it'll be whoever that judge may be, and the hearing and the motion for new trial will proceed from there.
Todd, thank you so much.
You got it.
You'll join us later for our streaming show,
sure.
30-minute streaming show after that. So again, we're going to have our hearing, another hearing. This is the motion for a new trial that starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Back to you.
Okay, we appreciate the insight and the update. Thank you, Jobin. So stay tuned to WFAA all week as our coverage from the courthouse does continue. We'll be streaming our After the Hearing special immediately after the 10 o'clock news. And you can scan the QR code you see right there on your screen so you can get up to date on the case and watch any breaking developments as they come in. You can bet we'll have them.